Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Campus TV. Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Manpreet Singh Manna, who is the director at AICTE that comes under HRD Ministry, Government of India. We'll find out about the SWAYAM project which he takes care of, that what is there for all faculty, students and members of education fraternity under this scheme. First of all, sir, we would like to thank you for taking out time for this interview.
Thank you.
Our viewers would like to know that what is this SWAYAM project all about that has been started by AICTE?
Yeah, as you know that the Indian education system is one of the largest education system in this world, and we are catering, particularly if I talk about only engineering, we have the infrastructure up to 32 lakh students system in our country in build to be cater the demand of the country as well as the other countries' demand. Nowadays, you know, the technology every day is changing and our students are going to be very much screen savvy. So the online courses are taking place to be as a supplement or value addition courses as compared to our chalk and duster education. No doubt the teaching has to be take place only with the chalk and duster technology, but somehow, sometime we find that in today's busy life, the students need some content at the time when they are free to watch, when they are free to express. I'll give you a simple example. You ask to the today's any youngster who's sitting at home, they says my best time of reading is night 10 to 12 or even a 1. At that time there is no classroom, there is no teacher available for them to teach. So that's kind of things like MOOCs, massive open courses concept has came 10 years back to the world. And if you name like some of the like Coursera, then we having edX, they have the wonderful MOOCs platforms for this world and they are giving the same education. So Government of India decided we too have this basket of courses for our Indian community students, like those are coming from the different areas, religion and maybe the language domain, then they can enhance their knowledge, because as per today's our GER is just a 25.2 as compared to America is 60 and China is 40. We are very much lag behind. So we should work something for the students those could not reach to the higher education through their colleges, maybe due to the financial reason, geographic reasons. So some material, some education should reach door to door, home to home, maybe through via mobile or any other communication media like a laptop or iPad. So that's why we have started this study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds, Shikshat Bharat, Unnat Bharat.
As you discussed about the MOOCs platform, so can you tell more about this platform, its features, and when we compare it with the global arena, what all the other kind of platforms are available in other countries, and this platform how it will benefit to the students and the community?
Yeah, that's very much true that the students, those are already in the higher education system, maybe due to medical branches or civil engineering branches or maybe the law area or some other area, they have the good number of professors, those are giving the education to them. But if other side you see to our country, there is always a shortage of faculty. Even you talk about the national importance institutions, so-called IIMs and IITs, and I too believe that when we are recruiting any soldier for country or any teacher for country, we should not dilute our recruitment system, because they should come by choice, not by force, and they should be given this assignment as a noble assignment. Now, when there are so many MOOCs are already existing, why we have a thought of it? There are two major reasons. The first reason is that we have to provide a structured course to the student. So the MOOCs on a SWAYAM which you are going to find over here having all the 4 quadrants. The first quadrant is the quadrant like a content. We are going to give the content very interactive video contents, not more than 20 minutes. Because if you see today's students' perception or maybe their passion, they do very fastly, they do very aggressively. The moment they will come in between the journey of that learning, they will left in between. Even we could see in the world, the MOOCs success rate is not more than 5%. So immediately Government of India, before launching this platform, they given a one gazette notification to this country that any student who is pursuing the program in a UGC system, so-called doing BSc, BCom, BA or any kind of graduation system or a post-graduation system, any student of AICTE system doing architecture, pharmacy, engineering, management, hotel management, catering, they can take a 20% choice-based credits through this SWAYAM platform. Because when we are in the final year, we are supposed to take some open electives. But when we are going to select the open electives, due to the shortage of faculty, there is only one elective is going to make a mandatory for the whole class. But the whole class is not going to place in the same industry, They may not have the same dream to be go abroad for the higher studies, or maybe going to be taking some as a startup. So every student must have their own freedom to select their open elective subjects, which may not be sometimes available due to the shortage of faculty. They can go to the SWAYAM platform. The second other reason we could find here, today as per our Indian infrastructure system, many institutions may not have the good hostels facilities. They do provide the transportation by the yellow buses. So when student is traveling at the morning and going back at the evening, at the time this time is not a constructive time. They are using some WhatsApp or maybe Facebook post or something else. They are doing social media. Although they have the network, although they have the mobile with them, but they don't have the content through which. So SWAYAM is the one platform which is available on a mobile. So while traveling at the morning and evening, they can do assignments, they can do tutorials, they can even learn the contents. The second quadrant is called the metadata. They will get all the PDF files, docs, tables, figures on the mobile. The third quadrant is the most important quadrant for my Indian community point of view. You see, in today's our school system and a college system, if any student is going to ask one doubt to the class, because class is the strength of 100 or maybe 100 plus, the teacher is hesitant to reply, because he will reply to one, other may ask question, then he has to complete his syllabus as is communicated and as is dedicated for 1 year. Second times, student may feel shy because of some language barrier, maybe of some other kind of barrier that he is hesitant to ask the questions. On a SWAYAM, no teacher is just in front of them when they are going to write their query or their doubt on a discussion forum, which is totally active, just like a blog system of the Facebook. And it's a peer learning also. Today, if one student is writing one doubt, other student may reply also, because every student is watching that doubt, because that doubt may be for the 10 students or 100 students. They can reply. Teacher is also equally watching this. If the teacher wants to add something in this query, answer or addressing, they can also add. So student can have very fear-free learning, asking number of questions. There is no limitation of time of the class frame. There is no limitation of the language barrier. There is no limitation that I am a backbencher, I am asking questions, the front bencher will laugh on me. How suddenly he is asking such kind of questions. So these all kind of barriers are going to be overcome with this. So by keeping, other is the language barrier, I still know the many students from such states like Rajasthan, Gujarat, they are very good in technology. From the childhood, they are making and breaking so many toys, and they can do the wonders in engineering, but they could not reach to the engineering college because of the language barrier. They could not get an English medium school in their village, so they could not reach it out. But is there a big drawback for them? They can't be the technocrats, they cannot be at least the innovation for my country. So we are going to bring the 10 regional language translations of all the best videos, all the lectures, even given by IIMs, IIT professors, or even abroad. So the student who is from the Rajasthan doesn't understand that kind of English, but with the Hindi, he can make understanding of that technology, and tomorrow he can be a startup. So like these kind of features we have incorporated.
If you talk about that, who all are covered under this SWAYAM program, so if you can elaborate on this.
Yes, if I talk about the learner's point of view, as per the title says, study webs of active learning for young aspiring mind. If today even 80 years old senior citizen of my country says still I want to learn something, we believe he is a still young aspiring mind. If 18 years age of guy says I learned a lot, he may not be a young aspiring. So as per this point of view, the whole country's population is very much beneficiary and a stakeholder for SWAYAM. They can learn like anything from this. And now I'll come to the B part. Who can contribute to the content? Any my country teacher or a person who feels or she feels that I can contribute some content which is my knowledge, I want to share with my whole world, outer world, or for my nation, they can approach to the 9 separate national coordinators as per the area wise, from which their content is going to get evaluated to check the quality and to check the content as per the national test, as per the national requirement, it can be published. So for we having 9 national coordinators called IIM Bangalore for the management courses. If I talk about the teaching, training, pedagogy, then we are having NITTTR, Chennai, for all kind of technical courses of our Indian system. We are having NPTL, that is IIT Chennai is taking care. Of course, AICTE is also one of the national coordinator, being a very significant work on their shoulders. any international courses coming to country on SWAYAM, any interdisciplinary courses coming like so-called yoga is going to become very soon, mind education, value education, GST, you know the courses for Panch Raj, all the Panchayat Raj you should know how their features, working powers, all these kind of different courses are coming through AICTE. So any private university of my country wants to contribute through their teacher any course, they can also approach to AICTE for their courses to become on this.
We came to know that the responsibility of SWAYAM was given to you, that you have completed within the deadlines, and you also have been honored by the President of India. So can you tell us about this?
Yeah, it is really a very proud feeling for me, and I am really grateful that I am working at present in AICTE as a director under the chairmanship of Professor Anil D. Sahasrabudhe. He is the man with the mission, man with the humbleness, and more and above, it's a brainchild of our Honorable Prime Minister who given this concept to our Honorable Minister, earlier Madam Irani ji, then now Prakash Javadekar ji. They have taken in that a high spirit. They given the complete autonomy through our Honorable Secretary Higher Education R. Subramaniam. I can say he is the man behind this whole driving force who have taken full pain and cares, everything to make it well in time. It was the time when we were developing this application. It is the unique application has been developed ever in this world, because if any MOOCs you will see, they have the standardization of one particular domain, like it's the professional means professional studies. This is the only MOOCs, I can say the world's largest MOOCs, where we are catering the school education system, we are catering the undergraduate system, we are catering even a post-graduate system through the various national coordinators, and we are looking the different taste of the subjects. So we could develop this application, of course, with the help of one of the world's famous company, Microsoft, though could qualify the tender to be make the application ready. Rest maintenance side and the content creation, current uploading, that we have our own inbuilt team, which has been provided by AICTE, and I'm really grateful to give my all gratitude to my teammates, my all colleagues, though have given me full support and the autonomy by my higher authorities like our Vice Chairman, Professor Punia ji, Member Secretary Alok Mittal ji. They had given the freedom, free hand, autonomy, then I could reach. Although I am a man from electrical science, I never knew what is a cloud and what is CDN. When I started this journey of SWAYAM, it was a great learning for me also. I learned a lot, and today I can say with the proud that this SWAYAM will go in a long life, with the number variety of courses. As on today, we are having 1,000+ courses available, and more than 20 lakhs users are already taking content from SWAYAM and they are using. Even 160 country hits we are watching daily on a SWAYAM, means that other countries are also taking interest in our content, since it is a free of cost. And this is the only MOOCs, I believe, this is totally giving a free of cost evaluation also and giving a certification. Whereas the other MOOCs are available in this world, they are giving the content no doubt free of cost, they are giving a discussion free of cost, but for the certification again student has to pay some evaluation fee or some as per their standards and norms. But as on today, Government of India still has given a free of cost this SWAYAM, and I am sure that in future also we are going to be expect the same.
So this was a short but insightful interview with Dr. Manna. We will try to keep these interviews on a regular basis so that we all may get a lot of knowledge about the SWAYAM project and what AICTE is doing to education fraternity. For any kind of updates, you may send us email at the below flashing email ID, and you may contact us at my contact numbers. And please keep watching Campus TV. In our next episode, we will come with a new interview. Thank you so much.